Hi, hello, and welcome to the Oracle Consulship brought to you by Vertex of Abundance. My name is Serene Priestess of Bliss. I'll be your Oracle today. We got the Emperor. With the Ten of Swords. Something's being deaded, or a cycle is culminating that was quickly. What I'm understanding is we are finally able to solve something. And it's been difficult up until now to sit with the World card. This is unconditional love or being happy. But this is manifesting sustained happiness. Again, because something had to be cut. So there was a difficult illness with the Six of Pentacles coming out, especially after the Five of Swords. I feel like for a long time, something needed to heal. There was some kind of chronic illness, some kind of toxicity. And really, it was like it had been missolved a few times, or something had almost been over a couple of times. It's gonna fall on different sides of the sword there. But this is another sign of healing. When this comes out directly after the Six of Pentacles, it means a physical healing, some kind of ailment. It's a new beginning, it's new healing, it's new reciprocity, it's new receipts, new fruits. It's about, again, healing. This is The Wild Unknown by Kim Krantz. Something from the other side. I do feel like this illness was something put on us, or some karmic expediation. I do feel like somebody wanted us to fall in some kind of way. They might have planted seeds or even put some kind of poison toxicity. They wanted to turn things sour, spoiled, so that we couldn't. Our ability to sustain life would spoil. And they wanted to do that hiddenly, slowly in the background, bits and pieces at a time. It could have been just adding a negative influence. If they wanted to sow negative seeds, they've been sealed away and protected. God has moved them around. They may also, I'm feeling like the Creator is also diverting a little bit or a few of their gifts to us, actually, because they're misusing them and abusing people. They're actually more predatory. I got the Devil. They're more predatory than where the needle usually falls. They're on the further side of the shocking and gross, hysterically nasty side of the spectrum. They're far quite a bit more far than malignant. They're heavily into the malicious and malevolent. Yeah, so that's that on that. Whenever the Page of Swords and that's actually an effect of Queen of Swords, the truth is there. That's the next 3. Queen is the greater 12. 1 + 2 = 3. We have a double 3 here. We also have the Six of Wands, so we're in a coveted position. We also know the truth. We've also scrutinized them cleanly enough. We know that they're toxic. That's the truth. We know that they're toxic, malignant. With the Star card here, you don't want to add that in, especially with the Temperance card. That's putting too much salt, too much vinegar, too much whatever. It's a bad mix. You don't want their ideas. You don't want their skills, their craft. You don't want the way they do things. You don't want their kind of spirit in there. You don't want any of the energy in there. Okay. So they're going to be planting seeds, sowing seeds of demise, wanting for a while. So, and they're always going to temper themselves until they're not. This is what they want to bring in. They want to bring that in to the soul group, to your life itself, to really your soul, your spirit. They want to darken your skies. And they want to really deal a blow where you can't recover easily or at all. They definitely want things to break. They definitely want things to break. That's what I'm getting. Five of Pentacles, they definitely want things to break. That's what I'm getting. That's what their orchestrations, machinations, schemes are. And we need to move on, move forward. Eight of Cups, move on, move forward to higher ground from them. They're toxic and malignant. And we don't need to fuck with that. We ain't gotta be about what they be about, because they gross, they nasty. So what they're about, unless they have a Sagittarius sun, they want to darken our skies. I've said that a few times. They really are upset with something relating to our philosophy, our belief system, not just that, but like how we built what we want or how we built what we have. They think that they can do something to tear it apart. They want to tear something that we are, that we have apart. That's what this is. I'm so confused. I really just have to read this. I just feel like in our hands we have warfare and we've really healed from it. We're in a beautiful position. We're a beautiful spiritual person, is what this is saying. And that's also part of what, okay, so that's the jealous hoe, and I'll never understand what a jealous hoe is about. You really just have to love them. Sometimes love them from afar and move on, be about your business, because they ain't about anything that we could be about. We're never going to be on that kind of fuck shit. And we need to also have a lot of compassion and mercy for that. Yeah, okay, so it finally came out plainly. They want to break us. Five of Pentacles, they want to break us. That's the truth. They want our life to break. They want to introduce all this negative influence. They were doing it slowly, creepily. They were even trying to be playful and flirty with it. But now they're just going to come hard and come heavy. And we already well above it. That's the thing. We've already healed. We already have our new beginning. They're very competitive. Let's see what they want from us. The truth is that, yeah, they don't want us to become exalted. It might even be that they don't want us to get blessed. They don't want us to become a celebrity, something of that nature. Yeah. They don't want us to become celebrated. Three of Cups. They're wanting some kind of fame, some kind of fortune, some kind of celebration. They really want, they have something that they want. And they also could see that their powers have been cut off. They've had some kind of access restricted because of some kind of order disorder. Something was reined in on them. It might have been judgment. I just don't see it. Some kind of position they had was lost. They might have even fallen. Okay, it's that their ability to be a shot caller is broken. That's what that means. So they really, really, really want this coveted position. They really want to be celebrated so that they could bring back a whole bunch of whatever it is that they lost on their own so that they could rejoin and be loved again. But unfortunately, they're feeling guarded. They have love that's been lost, love that's been cut away. They've lost something. Queen of Swords is the widow. They've lost some kind of happiness, innocence, purity. Yeah, something with their soul is dirty and everybody's moved on. They've been guided away. When the 6 and the 5 comes out, it's the tool of divination. It can't even be Ifa for those of you that are indigenous. The 5 of Cups here. 6 of Swords, 5 of Cups. It also talks about the Hierophant and the Lovers card. So when that happens, you're losing community, and it's not coming back now right away because they're being guided. Everybody is scurrying away, moving away from you because you're untouchable, unwanted, undesirable. With this, it's like you're never gonna be loved. I'm sorry that if that's the way it came out. You're never gonna. This is a dark future or pessimism. So for whatever reason, that was a Freudian. You're never going to be loved. I didn't mean it that way. I didn't intend to say it that way. That's what came out. Let's move on. This is receiving love. So there's a loss here. This is somebody who's feeling loving or feeling affectionate. Page of Cups, Five of Cups. You're losing it. You've got to go to God for your love, because that's where you're going to get the salvation, judgment, redemption. We also have Tahosa. We also have a Jakpa. We also have Lord Shiva. We also have Ifa and Ago Chamba. We have the Sage. We have Virgo energy. Saturn, Venusian elements that are like married. We also have being a love-ascended human being that has to have the love and devotion, being a deva sitting in the seat of the goddess so that you can receive the love of the divine, taking refuge and sanctuary in the divine spiritual principles, spiritual living. You might need to go on a self-exile, long periods of fasting, long periods of meditation, prayer. You might need to cut things for a year or two out of your diet. You might need to conscript certain diets, permanently cut out certain things. I'm getting all that energy. Four of Swords now. This is innocence and purity, but it's coming to having to isolate. It's coming. You need to be stripped of something, allow something to be stripped away. That's the only way to win. That's the only way to have any type of, because things are moving quickly and it's going to be healing, but it also can mean that you'll be called away. I see everything but the event of the exile, but exile is on the table here. And it doesn't, who knows where the swing of exile is. It may be something gets exiled out of your life. Like I decided to do away with gluten, and I'm very happy about that. So many reasons, not just one. And that got exiled from my life. Some people need to be exiled, the ones watching, if they're a cross watcher. This is the Temperance, the Knight, or the Prince of Swords, and the Sun card. Things need to be called away. Some shots need to be called. Okay. That's what that is. That's what this be, because we have abundance here, and there's some people that can't be in the garden. There's some things that are weeds. They're not fruitful. And that's just that. We've got to move on, move forward. We've got to do so lovingly, caringly, kindly, but we can't always be nice about it, especially if they're going to be nasty. And, that's what that be. Let's be about it. We need real ones. We need chosen ones, and we got to be about that. Okay, yeah. So somebody's just going to be lying in wait. They're going to want to bite us. They're going to want to be nasty, and they're itching for a fight. We're going to be really loving. We got nothing but love for them, and that also pisses them off. Okay, well. Monsters always do monstrous things. It's hard to love on somebody that's trying to hurt you. Yeah, so moving on, moving forward, especially over the last 2 weeks, we've found our own kind of vision or creative vision. We know what we want to create, but we're a little bit restricted either because there's things that need to move that are out of our hands, or there's work that needs to be done. We may also be a little bit entrapped because we're being blocked or attacked in some kind of way. And there's some kind of burden that we're under, but we're also building something. We're doing our best to build. What are we trying to build? We also might be trying to learn. There might be some type of crisis or some type of wound that needs healing. Might also be a belief system. We might also be building something. So there needs to be some kind of seeds planted over a specific amount of time. And that's what that is. Really what we want to understand is that we have healing because we've been at war. It's been very slow and even tempered, but it's been very harsh war. There's been a very long con game played on us. Unless there's a person we're involved with a Sagittarius moon, it's been a long-term game. And it's all about our celestial endowment. They want everything. There's not a single thing that we have that they don't want. They don't want us to have anything. They want us to fall into the pits of hell. They don't want us to have any creative beginnings as well. All they want us to do is take their bait. And they're doing sorcery magic on us. They're trying to confuse us in some kind of way. I don't know, honey, this is the truth. That's all. So there's somebody here that we want to give love to, but I think it's going to be the community or the collective or God, because we're being seen in the collective. And it might just be that we get exalted because when God judged the collective, there was something that God wanted to be sitting the highest for whatever. Healing, illumination. And there's a lot of competition for this space. And so we've had to be left out in the cold a bit, and we've also had to withdraw and seek solitude. Because God covers the eyes of the wicked. People left us behind in the cold. We were betrayed in some kind of way. We achieved some type of elite or elect status, desired position, success, recognition. What we have, if we were putting time, energy, effort, and attention into something, it builds. Actually, there's something here that we're intentionally building and we're successful. Despite all odds, there were several plans that were activated against us. We even did fail in the beginning. This has been a long road. We're moving on, moving forward. We have this accomplishment here. It comes from this newfound strength, courage, and wisdom. But it's because there's been transformational teachings. We've learned what bigger, brighter, better is because we have faith in creation now, faith in the universe now. But there's these darkened skies here. There might have either been some corruption or something aspect of that nature. So there's had to be some endings, some transformations, especially because communication's been cut off. Sometimes people have lost their gifts or been restricted or whatever. Especially if we have an opponent, this could also be the third party energy. But for the first time ever, I'm seeing this as past, present, and future, which is what it was designed and taught to me as. It's not that now. Yeah, so our future self, we're very abundant. But this could also be the other party that we could definitely be dealing with a Virgo moon. Herman and the moon. Moon card, definitely. Okay, it's been an honor and a pleasure to serve you. Thank you for allowing me the privilege and the pleasure to do so. Until we meet again, namaste, sun, Dandavat, and Ashe. Remember to always hit that comment, like, subscribe, and peace be upon you. Peace be with you.